Written by Jeremy Adams with art by Fernando Passarin and Matt Ryan, colors by Jeremy Cox, and letters by Rob Lee. And this book begins with narration by Jay, who's detailing what it's been like for him since Irey took his powers, while simultaneously getting ready for school. We then catch up with Wally and the Justice League Dark, who are running away from a giant killer worm. During the ordeal, Wally gets the information from Amethyst on where they need to go, which is under the House of Diamond. And Wally uses his speed to provoke the creature into doing the digging for them, and then crashing into the prison. We then cut back to Jay, who's keeping tabs on his sister, and her new friend Maxine Baker, who he notices is a bit of a troublemaker as she convinces Irey to break into the cafeteria to steal ice cream. And of course they're caught, but Maxine's quick lie about it being her birthday and not feeling well gets them out of trouble. We then return back to Wally, who is now looking at the prisoner, Dark Opal, who hears their predicament about Eclipso and agrees to help them in exchange for his freedom. During the chatter, Wally asks Dr. Fate if he could send him back home, but finds out that he's immune to Eclipso's mind control, and Dr. Fate figures it's best if he hangs around. Once again, back with Jay, we discover that he used the incident with the ice cream to pressure Irey into giving him her video game time, while Irey argues with her mother about sleeping over at Maxine's house, to which Linda says no. Wally and the Justice League Dark by this time made it to the Black Heart, where they try and figure out Eclipso's plan, when Wally chimes in, understanding very well what Eclipso is planning. That is, to use the planet as an antenna of sorts to reach his control out as far as possible. It's then that Wally discovers that the Justice League Dark are already under Eclipso's influence, leaving just him and Dark Opal on the defense. The book then begins to wrap up with Linda saying goodnight to her kids, Jay catching Irey sneaking out to meet up with Maxine, and both Irey and Maxine skipping down the sidewalk while a shadowy figure looms in the back. And this issue definitely has some interesting elements to it. Like the stuff with Wally and Gemworld I think is really fascinating, him getting to team up with the Justice League Dark, and us getting to see, once again, just how smart and intelligent Wally really is. Like using a giant worm to accomplish his task. Which that resourcefulness is something he's probably going to need the next issue now that the Justice League Dark is under Eclipso's influence. The stuff with his kids, on the other hand, was a little less interesting. I mean, for the most part, it's a brother following his sister around, getting dirt on her to be able to extort her at some point for things he wants, like her time on video games. It's actually a little underhanded and kind of creepy. Though judging by some of the things Jay was writing, particularly in the beginning, I do wonder if we are about to experience a story where he begins kind of exploring that idea and sort of maybe a little resentment he might have towards Irey for taking his powers, although it was to save his life, but still taking his powers and getting to keep hers. Because in his caption boxes, I did kind of read like there might be a little resentment there, which would be an interesting exploration of the character specifically, because it's like at one point he's got powers, he's basically a superhero, and then the next he's got none and his sister's the one that gets all the glory. But for now, as this part of the story is just starting, it didn't really drag me in or interest me at all. And then on another note with Jay, there also seems to be this really weird thing going on at DC right now where they don't know whether or not if he should maybe have powers. Because one of the first times we saw Jay in quite a while was in Flash Forward, at which point he did have some powers. Then we saw him and Irey in the Flash issue 761 during the Flash's battle with the Legion of Zoom, and they come out to, help their Uncle Barry. And again, he's got his powers. Then there was Teen Titans Academy issue number 8, where Wally comes to the academy, he's got his kids with him. Jay's in his superhero suit, and Starfire makes the mention that he's looking to enroll his kids in the academy. To which I wonder, if he's not supposed to have any powers, why would he do that at all? Maybe it's a timeline thing? I don't really know the gap between the two books. Thought they were all right about the same time. And also maybe a little nitpicky in Teen Titans Academy issue number 8, but Irey's supposed to be in her Impulse costume. I mean, She was the new Impulse. She had that costume for a while. Even in Flash Forward, she had the Impulse costume. And I also wonder who potentially is following Maxine and Irey. I'm not really sure, but he looks like he may have been born on a Monday. When it comes to the art, I think some of it was done well. The stuff on Gemworld looked really interesting. I like the use of the colors there. The caption boxes resembling Jay's notebook, I thought was a nice touch. But then there are some close-ups on some characters, which range from kind of off-putting to just downright terrifying. Yeah, that one's gonna haunt my nightmares. So overall, the Flash issue 777 has some interesting stuff going on, particularly with Wally, while the storyline with his kids isn't quite developed enough yet to be as interesting, with some artwork that's hit and miss. And with that, I'm going to score the Flash issue 777 a 7 out of 10. So the Flash issue 777. What did you think about this book if you've read it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, I'd love it if you'd smash that like button, share it with some friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell for more comic book content. And if you're wondering what to watch next, consider one of these 2 videos. Alright, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.